It's time for us to plant our Yacons, or some people label them as yuccas. These are from South America, the Andes Mountains. They're a root tuber that is related to the sunflower, related to similar to the Jerusalem artichoke. These will get 5 to 7 foot tall and will yield 4 to 30 pounds, more 4 to 15 pounds here in the States of Yacons, which are sweet potato appearing roots that we'll harvest after the first frost. They have a taste between a watermelon, an apple, and a very watery carrot, and they're less starchy, and there's a variety of things in which you can do with them, from eating them raw to making yacon chips, putting them in soups and stews, as well as you can also find these in your Hispanic area of your grocery store in some places that have been peeled and frozen. So there's a variety of different things. We even made a yacon pie out of the tubers that we had. Last year we grew 24 plants and they yielded 100 pounds of yacons. That's the equivalent of about 6.4 pounds per plant. And you save the rhizomes, and there's multiple videos on all of that under the tool tab on our website, strictly all about yacons. So we've got, you want to plant them 2 foot apart. They're very similar in characteristics of growing as a tomato. You put it out when the warm weather occurs and the temperatures in the soil are warmer, and you harvest it on these instances when the frost kills them back, and based on where you're at in the region, where you're at, that can be early or late. We're in zone 5. We've grown them very successfully. There's an individual in Manitowoc, which is just north of us in Wisconsin, that grows them successfully, as well as Canadian gardeners do grow these successfully. So it's not just something that is only a South America or Southern United States crop. They are hard to find if you are looking for them early on in the season. In the plant form, they're costly to get them shipped. So if you can get one, grow it, and then save the rhizomes, and you can have hundreds of these things if you really want. So what we're going to do here, you don't want to have a whole lot of nitrogen. You want to have more phosphorus, which is the center number, in your fertilizer bag, because they're going to have a lot of roots. And you do want some nitrogen. We've got some coffee grounds sprung on top of the bed here we'll work in. You're going to plant these 2 foot apart, and they're going to grow. You want a very weed-free and loose soil, and that's what we have in this area. What we are going to experiment with is making them closer than 2 foot. We see a lot of things online that indicate, oh, you have to go X, Y, Z, or otherwise it will not be successful. So what we've got is 2, 4, and 6 plants here, in which we have at 2 foot spacings. Then we have 4 right here that is in a 1 foot apart spacing. So we're going to plant them in the same style as we will these, and we will see if planting them closer like we have there will yield the same, hurt the yield, or be the same, more, less, or the same. So by doing this experiment, then we will know next year, in this bed where we were only going to get 8, could we really get 16? So we'll figure that out as the year progresses. So it's very easy to plant these. We'll just start with this one right here. We started all these from rhizomes about 3 months ago. And we just want to dig a hole that no deeper than what it is in the container. And with this particular one, very loose soil, it's got 2 growth tips on it, which is fine. So we're just going to plant it, add some sustained fertilizer, 1/4 cup per plant. And then I'm just going to gently backfill to the level that it was in the container. And that's simple. That's all there is to it. We'll do the rest of these. And again, if you're going to add a fertilizer, lower on nitrogen, higher on phosphorus. Keep these watered in. We have caged them before, but last year we didn't cage them, and they were just phenomenal. They grew, the diameter of the stalk was bigger than a broom handle, did really, really well. And so you can find more of that under the tool tab on the website. So we'll get these planted. So Yacon's an unusual crop from South America that we are able to grow successfully in our Zone 5 garden. Thanks for joining me. Join me again next time for more organic gardening and food preserving. I'm Joy Baird, and this has been the Wisconsin Vegetable Gardener.
For more information, please visit thewisconsinvegetablegardener.com.